Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a behavior that I think that really needs to be cleaned up, and that would be people getting backlash for genuinely doing nothing more than wanting to help people. So today I'm talking about Kisha Rose. She's a weight loss coach, and she recently had to address some backlash after she made a video telling women that it was not okay to be fat and unhealthy. From my understanding, Kisha was not trying to be mean or negative to anyone. She was simply trying to motivate them to maintain a healthy lifestyle. A lot of women got underneath her comments on IG, on YouTube. So I'm gonna let you guys hear a little bit of what she had to say.
She left a comment on one of my videos and was like, "That's why you're fat, ugly, and single." And I'm like, y'all know sometimes I can be funny. If I got time, I literally will play around back and forth with somebody in my comments. Not nothing serious, but I will literally play with you if I got time.
I do want to clear this up really quick. Kisha is not single. She is married, happily married to her husband. They've been together for over 20 years, and they have 3 children together. Her husband is a provider for the family. That's afforded her the opportunity to basically be at home. And if you've ever seen Kisha's Instagram page and stuff like that, you know for sure that she is not single and she's been married. But the woman got offended because Kisha was basically saying that it was not okay to normalize these unhealthy habits. And immediately this woman comes out with the signs, the shaming, the insulting. And you know when they can't get you, they just start making up lies. So straight up out of the gate, lying on Kisha.
It was like, I am not single. What are you talking about? And if I'm fat to you, that's fine. It's your perception. And if I'm ugly to you, that's fine too. You can't change somebody's perception about how they feel about you. And who cares? As long as I love myself, that's really all that matters. So it's no need to justify that, right? And so she sent me a DM and was like, "I'm really the one that's fat and ugly, but you made me mad in your recent video when you talked about being fat is not cute, yada, yada, yada. I was super offended and you need to explain that, this and this and that." And so many people gave me flack for that video that I put up. And if you don't know which video I'm talking about, I'll link it down below. But so many people agreed with me and a lot of people gave me flack for it. So I did want to expound on that video, and I did want to talk really quick about that. Listen, and what I said, I'll just give you guys a recap on what I said in that video. And I did say that it's not, being fat is not cute. Now, I'm not saying that you're not sexy, and I'm not saying that you're, just how I said in the beginning of this video, it's someone else's perception on what they see when they look at you. Who cares, right? So you might be a beautiful looking woman, you might be attractive, but the fat on you is not attractive. So granted, some people might think that that's sexy. However, no matter how beautiful you are, it does not matter. If you are fat, if you are overweight, that is not sexy at all whatsoever. You have a sexy aura about yourself. You might be beautiful in the face, but being fat is horribly unhealthy, sickening, and it will send you down a slippery slope really fast. So that's what I was talking about when I said that.
I absolutely saw nothing wrong with Kisha's statements. She was being honest and truthful. And congratulations to Kisha, by the way. She recently lost over 100 pounds, getting down to 150 pounds. And she's still working to lose more weight. So I definitely want to commend her for that. And also I want to support Kisha in her statements. So let's get this straight. If men tell women the truth, they're seen as hating women or being misogynistic. But what is the reason for women not wanting to also listen to other women? Kisha is only saying what men have been trying to tell women for the longest. So if they won't listen to men, they won't listen to women, then who are they going to listen to? I mean, it's just really sad that someone could dedicate time to help these women, giving them coaching basically for free. Kisha, she's not charging people for this stuff. So she's giving them free meal plans, food lists, all of this stuff for free that people usually have to pay for. And this is how they repay her? Very ungrateful. I mean, very delusional, very disrespectful, and very hard-headed. If we told men you need to get your money up before you date, or he's out of shape and he needs to get himself together, a man would take this information, not get offended, but do something about it. Most of the time. Why is it that women can't do the same thing? The problem is too many women don't want to be held accountable. Bottom line. That's the reason they ran Iyanla off TV. And don't get me wrong, I've watched Iyanla all seasons of her Fix My Life show, and I don't always agree with her process, but when it comes to the women, for the most part, she's the only one that's been holding them accountable for years now. And I'm talking long before this YouTube stuff was even popular. And this is also what Kisha has been doing, working to motivate people to live healthier lifestyles, stopping them from normalizing the Lizzo worship. It's just not healthy, and it's really extreme too. And instead of saying, you know what, she's right, and being motivated to make a change in their lives, and not just for a man but for themselves, instead they come for her. They deflect and they project the negative feelings they have about themselves onto Kisha and just straight up start lying on her for no reason. This is what you have women doing to other women. But let's look at it a little bit more.
I cannot stress enough how unhealthy it is being overweight. And the thing is, that video was like a trigger probably to a lot of people. And what it did was it offended those who needed to be offended, and it reflected the light back within. You can't get mad at me. I mean, you literally can get mad at me, but you can't get mad at me for you being fat. You cannot get mad at me for you being overweight, you overeating, and you sitting there not exercising and doing what you need to do. And that's what that was. A lot of people was in the comments saying things like, well, what about people that are pregnant? Well, what about people that are this? And what about people that are that? You know dang well I was not talking about people that are pregnant. I was not talking about women who can't lose weight because of thyroid issues. I was not talking about women who cannot lose weight from any issues. I was also talking about men in that video as well. If you're a woman or a man and you are overweight, that is not cute. I don't care who you are. It's not cute. You'll find some people, because in some cultures, being heavy, being overweight is attractive, but to me, those people aren't even educated. If you are with somebody and they are fat and you're okay with it and not helping them to lose weight or not trying to get them on some type of journey where they can lose weight, you are part of the problem, sir or ma'am. You are part of that problem. So what do you mean? That's an uneducated decision to be okay with being fat, to be okay with being heavy. That's not okay. If you knew the things that can happen to you by being overweight, then you would not be okay with being overweight, if that makes sense. And then you have people in my comments saying things like, well, I was talking to women at that point, and I'm like, a man does not want to be with a fat woman, no matter what. Line up a group of fat women that's super overweight, and you line up a group of women who's nice and fit and have slight curves. They're going to pick the women that are nice, fit, with slight curves. That is, it just is what it is. That's about 95% of the time.
Again, shout out to Kisha for just telling nothing but the truth. And for ladies who may be offended by what she's saying, just listen to what she's saying for a minute and ask yourself, is what she's saying true? No matter how it makes you feel, is she telling the truth?
Somebody was like, the men, the dusties and all of this. And what I don't get these days, men putting women down and women putting men down is horrible to me. I don't know where that stuff come from, but to sit up and call all men dusties, that's hideous. You come in my comment and talk. First of all, my husband is a man. My son is a young man, 18 years old. And my little boy-year-old is going to grow up to become a man. And neither one of them, none of them are dusties. So what do you mean? I have brothers. They're not dusties. So to generalize all men, that is like out of the question.
You know, the whole dusty language, that's a whole nother video. But we're going to go ahead and stop it right here. I'm going to link the video below in the description if you want to check out the full video. Again, shout out to Kisha for everything that she's doing. This is a woman who's been with her husband for over 20 years. And if women won't even listen to her, then who will they ever listen to? If you want more content from this channel, make sure you guys show your support. Hit up the Cash App. The link is below in the description. Be sure to also give this video a thumbs up. Ladies, fellas, if you want to get a balanced analysis on topics like this from a female perspective, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Click that notification bell. Make sure you select all so that you never miss a new video on Pink Book Lessons. Also, don't forget to share.